It's your girl, Black Butterfly on deck. And today I want to touch on something that's on my spirit. And I'm quite sure a lot of you can identify toxic relationships with mothers and daughters and with fathers and sons. Okay, I can't really speak on fathers and sons because I'm not a father. But I can speak on mothers and daughters because I'm a mother and I got 2 daughters. I was looking at a podcast called Queen's Flip. I know a lot of you should be familiar with him. Real positive brother. I was watching that this morning and he was talking about, he did a sit down with Marquise, which is 50 Cent's first son, the oldest boy. And he's trying to bridge the gap between Marquise and 50 Cent. But being that both of them are alpha males, that whole somebody being a bigger person and making the first move is not going to happen. So sometimes in a situation like that, you need somebody, to be a mediator to bring the 2 meters of the mind, so to speak, together. So that interview prompted me to have this discussion today because I can relate to it. You understand? Us as parents, have been through many, many storms. And by God's grace, 99% of us have weathered those storms. You understand what I'm saying? So, but in doing so, you got outside forces, and you got society, and you got social media, all in the mix. And they feed off of this. You got people that lay down at night and wake up the next morning waiting, to find a situation, searching for a situation where you got a mother and a daughter going against one another, or a father and son going against one another, or just family going against family. You know what I mean? And they'll insert themselves and be with the on one side and be with the on the other side. And what it does is it creates a rift. Because being that both parties is in their feelings already, they are listening, but not listening to each other. So, like I said, this prompted me to have this discussion today. Because this is what's on my spirit. I know someone who, her and her daughter are like bumping heads right now. Because the mother done been through so many things and the daughter was there, when all these things happen, like the drug addiction, the incarcerations, the abuse, the daughter witnessed all these things and was a party to all these things. Long story short, the mother had got her life together. She really got her shit together, and the daughter don't respect that. She's still harboring some ill will towards the mother. To the point where, and they live in the same house, and to the point where they're bumping heads so badly that the daughter is being hella disrespectful to the mother. And the mother gets up every day, goes to work, pushes herself. She don't allow her circumstances to hinder her, and she just pushes through and do the damn thing. And you would think that the daughter would respect that, or the family would even respect that. But everybody's still harboring some shit from the past instead of letting it go. So the mother was like trying to holler at the daughter and explain to her, like, listen, that's my past, and you can't continue to harbor these things from the past and trying to hurt me and being disrespectful to me. This is what the mother's saying. And the daughter is screaming and hollering at her, cursing under her breath, talking to her friends crazy about her mother, allowing some of her friends to speak crazy about her mother. And that's just something you never do. And that's called going against the grain. Now, you allowing your friends to do it. You understand? And it's not cool. And the mother is hurt by this. But again, nevertheless, the mother gets up every day, pound that pavement, taking shit from the outside so that she can put food on the table and keep a roof over her head, You understand? And the daughter still with the disrespectful, manner. So the mother, just came to the conclusion that maybe it's time for the daughter to move out and get home. Because the daughter don't know what it is to struggle. Her struggle was her mother's struggle. You understand? The parent's struggle.
Right.
Not her struggle. It's a difference. You understand? The parent's struggle is the parent's struggle. The parent is the one who done took all the shots, all the hits, done been through everything. You understand? But the daughter was just a casualty of war. She was indirectly hit, not trying to minimize anything. You understand? And it's not like they didn't have these talks. They spoke about these things. But again, soon as things don't go right with the daughter, she takes all her pent up and frustration and puts it onto her mother. The mother can't even say nothing to her without her with the disrespect and the yelling and the hollering and the raising the voice and all that. You understand? And when she does it, it makes the mother feel like, oh, she's treating me like I'm some bitch in the street, because that's what a person does to a stranger in the street. That's the behavior for a stranger in the street, not with the parent. That go for mother, father, whoever the person is that raised the kid. You understand? So what that does is it brings up old feelings in the mother, and the mother's on some, listen, she gonna fuck around and I'm gonna forget that that's my kid, and I'm gonna treat her like a bitch in the street. You understand? Because she's trying to handle me like I'm a bitch in the street. And that's bad for either party to even feel like that. Mm-hmm. And it's not like therapy hasn't been done. They've been to therapy. You understand? But again, the daughter is still harboring this thing. So that means she needs to go talk to somebody. She needs to go handle that. She needs to go take care of her mental health. You understand? Because that's what it boils down to. Because the mother done already did what she needed to do. That's why she's able to move forward. You understand? The mother has forgiven herself. And she has forgiven those who trespassed against her. You understand? And she walked by faith and not by sight. And the mother understand, and I understand. In situations like that, it takes time for individuals. Everybody's not on the same page. You understand? Nobody's never ever gonna be on the same page. Everybody got their plateau that they are supposed to reach. The daughter hasn't reached hers. Just like you got other mothers and daughters and other sons and daughters and other fathers and sons. Everybody hasn't reached their plateau. The parent might have reached their plateau, or vice versa. The child might have reached their plateau and the parent is still doing the same old shit. Because that does exist in some households. You understand? So when it comes down to that, somebody got to be the parent. Mm-hmm. Somebody got to be on top of everything. Somebody got to take care of the house. Somebody got to take care of the bills. Who's going to do it? In a situation, if the parent is not doing the right thing, it's up to the child, right? But if the parent is doing all these things, the child's supposed to be a little more respectful and so always supposed to be a little more humble and should be grateful. But in this case, the child is ungrateful. The child has a mindset like the parent owes them something. Nobody owes anybody anything. No parent owes any child anything except roof over their head, clothes on their back, and food to eat till they get to a certain age where they are able to take care of themselves. I'm going to say this again. No parent owes any child anything except a roof over their head, food in their stomach, clothes on their back, until they get old enough to take care of themselves. All right? This is for them parents that got them grown-ass kids in their house. Stop hindering them. Stop enabling them. Got to put your foot down. You know why? Because it gets to the point where they think that we on the same wavelength. And you're not. You are not. It is no gray area between parent and child. I don't give a fuck what you did in your past. I don't give a fuck what you did in your past. There ain't never, ever no gray area. And don't you create no gray area. And don't you allow the child to create no gray area. There ain't no gray area. It's mama, child. Papa, child. They don't respect that boundary. It's time to go. Time to roll out. Papa clutch, burn up the road. Kick rocks. Time to go. If you don't have peace in your house, that's a problem. If you done, especially if you somebody that done been through some shit and you done got your life together, you got your mindset right, and you on your hustle, and you got a job, and you pay your bills, and you don't own the rent man, you ain't got to worry about being put outdoors, you ain't got to worry about your lights being cut off, you ain't got to worry about your gas being cut off. You got food in your refrigerator. You can go in that motherfucker 100 times a day, and you got what you want in there. You can pick up the remote and turn your motherfucking TV on and look at whatever you want to look at on your Fire Stick. You got to be kidding me. But you got someone bringing all types of hell up in your house. You better get it out your house. I don't care if it is your child. Enough is enough. You done been tormented. See, what they fail to understand is our past, that's us tormenting ourselves. Yes, there are outside forces that play a major part in some of our stories. But that's us tormenting ourselves. We doing shit to ourselves. And other people are doing shit to us because we allow it. Because we feel that that's what is supposed to happen. Because we don't care about it. We didn't care about ourselves. We didn't have no love for ourselves. We didn't even like ourselves. But once that changes, once you start liking you and start making the changes and changing your mindset on how you see things, how you feel about things, how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, and start living righteously, ain't nobody supposed to be able to come up after all that you done been through and after all that change and try to make you feel low again. If you allow that, you crazy. You might just go on and give it up.
You could say that again?
If you allow that, you crazy. You must just go on and give it up. Just give it up. Drop everything you're doing. All it takes is one step backwards. Call to connect. You might as well. You might as well. You might as well call Flacco or Shorty or Victor. You might as well. Get you a gram of Coke. Get you a bottle of Henny and some Newport 100s. You might as well, because that's what it takes for me to take one step backwards, just so you know. That's why I can say what I'm saying. I refuse. And so should you. All it is dry getting high. When you allow a motherfucker to come up in your space and disturb your peace, that's dry getting high. Ain't going down. Ain't going down. I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't drink, and I don't sniff no coke no more. It ain't going down. So therefore, that means it's time to clean house. It's time to clean house. And you could do it gracefully. Ain't got to be no back and forth. Listen, I think it's just time for you to do X, Y, and Z. Here goes some steps. I'm going to give you some steps. I'm going to help you get to where you need. But in order for us to preserve some sort of dialogue between us, respectful dialogue, it's time for you to go. You got to make a move, boo. And even you got to go take a step further. Don't you want your own space? This is how you do that. Right. Now, because you know they good for manipulation. Now you manipulate. Don't you want your own space? You can have who you want, stick your key in your door, tell a nigga to kiss your ass. You ain't got to worry about hearing your mama's mouth or hearing your papa's mouth. You ain't got to worry about somebody telling you this, do that, pick up a broom, pick up a mop, clean this, take out the garbage. Hey, don't you want your own space? Don't you think you tired of hearing that shit? That's how you get them. Once you do that, and you see that they ain't trying to make no type of effort, that's when you have to start getting the black garbage bags, start putting their stuff in there, help them. You got to help them along the way. No shouting, no nothing. Trust me, they're going to thank you later. They're going to thank you later. But I'm going to leave off with this. You don't allow nobody to come up in your house and bring all kinds of hell in your house. Your house is your house. If anybody can relate to anything that I said, please, in the comment section, please, please, please comment. Click like, share, subscribe, comment. You see, I respond. Let's talk about this here, because this is very good conversation to talk about. We all can get a little something from one another. All right? Let me just say something, a little message to all you teenage, I'm going to say young adults. I'm going to say young adults. I don't want to call y'all teenagers. I'm going to say young adults. Okay? Because a lot of y'all are raising yourselves. But I am going to say this. If you're a young adult whose parent, whether it's your mother or your father, that's been through some shit, and yes, you have been witness to it, and maybe went through some of the storm with them, and they done got their shit together, you supposed to drop to your knees, man, and thank Almighty God that your mama is still here and that you were able to see the transformation, the metamorphosis that your mama or your daddy has made. You supposed to thank God and respect they gangster. And also be grateful that you are a product of them, because you got hella strength. They got superpowers when it comes to that. Just so you know, you already been healed from it. You understand what I'm saying? When you was going through it. God is the one that healed you. Gave you the healing, gave you the courage to heal. Gave you your healing power. Don't sit up here and let society and outside forces pump sunshine up your ass, okay? Don't allow that. Respect your parents, man. Respect your parents and respect yourself. Love on yourself. Love on one another. Love on your parents. That's what I got for you. This is Black Butterfly signing off. Click like, share, subscribe, and comment. You already know the vibe.